Okay, so question of the day. Will we have $20,000 Bitcoin and above before end of the year, before 2021? The options are yes, Bitcoin to the moon, no, Bitcoin isn't ready yet, or not sure. I think we kind of already know where most people are going to answer based on some earlier questions. But Bill, what's your take? Do you think Bitcoin will get a new all-time high before end of the year?
I don't think it's going to take out the all-time high, but I think it's going to try to go up there. Right. I think you're going to see 19 or 20. I don't know if it can make a new high, but it feels like the people who are bullish are not long. They're not buying. Right. I'm starting to call it FOHO, fear of holding off. Right. People are just sort of, the bears don't care and the bulls are like, well, we have to wait until after the election. And I'm like, well, no, you don't. That's just my view. It's like, I rarely take the contrarian sort of smart ass angle. And I'm doing that with crypto between now and the end of the year.
All right, Richard.
First, 20K is only a 50% move, which is pretty pitiful. So everyone's got their eyes on this huge 20K prize that's a garbage, pitiful 50% move. Hex did 50% in the last 2 days. It's like, it's a move for ants. So it's not even interesting to predict it. But if we're going to do fanfare and fan fiction around a pitiful 50% move, well, everything else is and I mean, everything else is moving tons more. Let's talk about OKX. Who has the largest cold wallet that has real Bitcoin in it in the entire world? OKX does. So you can go to bitinfocharts.com or Google Bitcoin rich list, and it'll show you the largest wallets, and 42% of all Bitcoin is held in only 2,000 addresses. OKX has the largest cold wallet in the world. Now, can you withdraw from OKX? No. Why? Founder went to jail. Okay. Well, what's going to happen with those coins? Are they going to be given back to their users? Are they never going to be given back to their users? Is he going to do 8 years in jail, 8 months, 8 days? Is the government going to seize those coins and sell them? That's what really matters. The biggest cold wallet in the world, what happens to it matters more than the election, matters more than the 50% move, matters more than all that stuff. And I'll tell you another thing people haven't been looking out for, but they should. What is another gigantic wallet that has Bitcoin in it? 138,000, 140,000 BTC in the Mt. Gox trustee wallet. Mt. Gox trustee was going to pay those out, but thank God, he decided to delay it again. Because I tell you what, if a bunch of plebs get 140,000 Bitcoin, what do you think they're going to do with it? Well, they can't sell it now, but they could sell it when they get it, right? So there's these existential things going on with centralized entities, which, by the way, crypto is designed to solve. So if you don't hold your own keys, you are doing the opposite of what crypto is designed for. If you give your keys to some centralized entity to try and make yield on your money, you're doing the opposite of what crypto is invented for. And you are the reason that hundreds of millions of dollars gets lost. And you are the reason that these centralized entities dump the damn price, because you gave them your keys. You are what is wrong with crypto. And it's not just happening then. It wasn't just past stupid. People are present stupid. There's a stupid project that does yield farming that's holding $1 billion of other people's money with an admin who is anonymous and holds all the keys. And he can steal that $1 billion nearly whenever he wants.
Which project are you talking about?
It's called Farm.
Farm?
It's called Farm. Yeah, FARM. So if you go on Chris Black's Twitter, he lays into people with their centralization crap. RenVM. Yeah, I advertised in front of hex.com to get people out of Bitcoin and into Ethereum and into Hex, and that's nice, but it is not decentralized. There's 6 guys apparently that hold the keys to the $1 billion or $3 billion of Bitcoin wallet. That is not what crypto is meant for, right? So Farm is a huge warning. RenVM is a huge warning. And all of these projects that have admin keys, if the admin can fix it, he can break it. All these projects that have oracles, if the 2 guys running the Oracle server decide to change the price, everything breaks. But people don't learn. They don't listen. There's very few projects in crypto. I literally only know of like 2 in DeFi that don't have admin keys and don't have oracles. Uniswap is one and Hex is the other one. And every other project I know of except maybe forks of Uniswap, has admin keys and has oracles, and people won't realize how bad that is until that shit gets exit scammed. And how many exit scams and rug pulls have we seen over the last few months? Hundreds. People don't learn. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, definitely good points. Now, isn't Uniswap going to be coming up with oracles in the future for V3? Unless,
Well, no, they have Oracle. So you can use Uniswap v2 as an oracle now because it is the oracle. So you can ask it, what is the price of an Ethereum versus a USDC? And it will tell you because it is the most liquid market in the world. And it will tell you what its price is. An oracle is a stupid, dumb, closed box that isn't in control of anything, and it just forwards information to you. So if you're on Ethereum and you ask, what is the Bitcoin price? You don't know. Someone has to run a Bitcoin node, and someone has to turn that knowledge into something the Ethereum network can understand. So when you stay on the same network, you don't have to endure the trust suck of someone else just lying about what the price is. By the way, if you made the most honest oracle in the world and it just forwarded the New York Stock Exchange prices to the blockchain, you'd need to roll it back because the New York Stock Exchange screwed up and fed bad data. It has happened. So anytime you jump off the network, things don't work right. And for instance, people go, oh, we're using like a few providers and we're averaging them. Okay, well then the few providers collude. And now what? And why wouldn't they? Right? Like it's so silly to me. So Uniswap v2 is an oracle. It does not rely upon oracles.
Okay. All right. Going back to question of the day. So question of the day was, will Bitcoin reach an all-time high? I mean, at this point, I think yes, because we're all bullish on Bitcoin, right? So I think it's possible.
I'd call it 50-50.
Yeah.
It's a 50% move. It's not a big call. I mean, it's like the only reason it's a hard call is because we've only got 2 months to do it.
Yeah. But I think it's based on what Token Metrics was saying, the fact that it has it rated this high, and I've not seen Bitcoin this high since the Black Thursday crash. I think now's a good time to be in Bitcoin, but that's just my opinion.
I mean, look, you already went up 400% from 3K to 13K, and now we're like getting excited about a 50%. The 400% was an 8x larger move already. Like,
all right. So tell us what you think down in the comments below. Going back to the question of the day, and yeah, I think we're kind of speaking to the choir. Yes, Bitcoin to the moon and beyond.